You're on your own. Do it.
Hello, I'm Monica Vendatuli with Nashua ETV, and we're here today at Nashua Goes Back to School. The annual event attracts hundreds of students to the Nashua Public Library to meet with their new school principals, stock up on donated school supplies, and have a little more summer fun before school starts. I even had a chance to meet with my old assistant principal at Charlotte Ave, Mrs. Breen, who is now principal of Broad Street Elementary School. So how are you doing today?
Oh, very good. I'm very excited to be here.
How many years have you been here?
I've been with the district, I believe, 8 or 9 years, so I've been coming to back to school night since the very first night. I think it's 8 or 9 years old, so it's always a beautiful evening, a beautiful summer evening, and every year there seems to be more and more families that join us.
Do you have any good stories from past times that you've been here?
I just enjoy seeing the students that are young. I recognized you. I remember you as a first and second grader, and I haven't seen you in probably 8 years. And yeah. I just enjoy the students when they come back, seeing their parents again and getting to talk to them and seeing what they're doing as they grow up.
I do too. Now we're here with Principal Cassidy from Charlotte Avenue School, my alma mater. So, how many years have you been with the school district?
I've been with the school district for 18 years now at just a different variety of schools. This is my first year as interim principal at Charlotte Ave.
How is it working with different students from different schools and seeing them all here?
Actually, this is a really exciting night because of that. You do run into students who come from different schools that you've worked with. A lot of the older kids make it a point to come over, say hi, or bring a younger sibling over. So it's nice to have that opportunity to reconnect with them because we don't get that opportunity once you leave a school. It's sometimes hard to stay current where kids are at.
And how many years have you been to Nashua Goes Back to School?
I've been here since the beginning.
And what's been your favorite part of being here?
I think it's really having that opportunity to reconnect with students before the school year starts and see students that you haven't seen maybe in a couple of years because they've left your building.
We're talking with Superintendent Conrad now. How exactly does Nashua Goes Back to School come together?
There's a lot of planning that has to happen for this very large event, and it's really based on community support that begins with the Chamber of Commerce. And there are other sponsors like the Telegraph that work with them to put this together. They actually start planning this 6 months in advance and do a lot of work in bringing in community businesses and community members who work hard to put it together. In particular, George Cadis and Marianne Maluzzi-Goliar are very much a force behind making this happen every year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Principal Ryan, and he remembers me too.
Yes, I do, Monica. I remember you very well coming into our school, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to take on the world. I remember your parents, and we were just shifting over to a lot of new personnel, and we were working on your schedule and trying to get it right, make sure, which I think a lot of people are doing right now too, but with a lot more success. So I remember you. You're a great student. It's been a lot of fun to watch you grow, and look at you now. You're a senior. Unbelievable.
And I have an amazing schedule, so that's really good.
Time and patience pays off, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That's great. I'm glad they have a great schedule. We're going to have a great year together.
Definitely. Now, is anything else going on in the city that you wanted to add?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we have a lot going on right now. As many of you have heard, we have a lot going on for a young man named Cooper Doucette. And Cooper is a football player for us. He's a sophomore. He injured himself. He hurt his neck pretty badly. And right now we're trying to raise some money to help alleviate some medical costs that are going to be long-term for him. So we have a number of things going on. There's a Facebook page that gives a lot of information about Cooper. We have an account set up for him with the Grand Estate Credit Union where people can make gifts to help out the family in Cooper. But next Thursday on September 2nd, we have a big fundraiser going on with the Fisher Cats, where a portion of the ticket prices will go towards his account. So for every ticket somebody purchases, $4 will go into his account. We have a raffle going on that night. We have a bake sale going on that night. We have a lot of people that are interested in going up. And we stand to make about $10,000 to $15,000 off of that. So any support that the city can give us, I know the whole state's been alerted through the high school and athletic directors' websites and emails. Any support would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Mayor Lozow and George Cadis talking about what a great time we're having. So, how does this all happen? How does it all get put together?
Wow, it's quite an event to put together. It really is an event where the whole community has participated and stepped up. George Cadis owns Nashua Wallpaper. He has been a sponsor since the very beginning of this event, helping financially, and more than that, showing up, participating in the committee, helping make decisions, looking at it year after year to make it better each year. And then you've got the Chamber of Commerce involved, and of course the city. Nashua Telegraph hugely promoted it. I mean, Fisher Cats came down. There's a lot going on.
What's your favorite part of being part of this event?
It's looking at the expression on all the children as they get all their school supplies and meet their teachers, and it's so rewarding. I have to tell you, there's a very large professional staff of people that work on this event, and the professionalism of the people involved is why this is such a great success. And this year we had a lot of major sponsors that helped us out this year. I can't thank the Fisher Cats enough, the Nash Family Foundation, the Tamposi family, Stellus Electric, Sunnyside Acura. Jimmy Powers at Sunnyside Acura is one of the finest gentlemen in the city.
But I think you raised over, what, $15,000 for this year's event?
$15,000 was our goal, which we surpassed. Plus, there had to be another $15,000 in additional school supplies that were donated by so many of the businesses and organizations. And it's just a proud time to say we're from Nashua.
Nicely said, George. And when you look around and see some of the kids, you've probably captured some of it on video. When they see their principal for the first time, especially kids that haven't been to the school before, imagine when they go in next week and they already know the principal. I mean, that's a big deal. So, they're all leaving with great stuff.
Thank you both very much. To conclude our program, we're here today with Marion and Kathy, who are the creators of Nashua Goes Back to School. So what went on inside of the library?
Well, we had all of our principals from all of the 12 elementary schools, from the 3 middle schools and the 2 high schools, and we also had another table for homeschoolers or people that came from some of the private schools in Nashua or even out-of-towners. So we had a big crew. We had 18 tables going here. We also had New Hampshire Healthy Kids was in here with insurance for people if they needed it. And so we had about, I think the final count is 1,630 people came through our door tonight to get school supplies from their principals and be greeted and just get excited about going back to school next week.
That's great. Now what went on outside, Marianne?
Well, outside we had 40 agencies on the multiple levels of the lawn in front of the library, and families were picking up information not only about programs for their children in the community, but also the health department was outside and they were providing free immunizations. So for those last minute shots that you needed, they were able to get those taken care of, and families were able to get information about lead safe and other health programs in the community, recycling. And this year we had a company here who was providing books also to every child. So they had many books out there, and parents were able to go through and just choose copies of books and take those home for their children. And when I walked by, there were lots of families going through the books, looking for books to take home. And then, of course, people get hungry, and it's dinner time, so Chick-fil-A was providing sandwiches, and I heard we made 1,000 snow cones and then ran out, and people were able to get water and snacks. So I think everyone outside had a great time, and DJ Bernie was here once again, and he was providing music, and people were dancing, and everyone seemed to be having a good time. So it was pretty active out on the lawn right until 6:30 when we ended.
I'm Monica Vendatuli here with Nashua ETV. Nashua Goes Back to School. Thanks for watching.